가짜 사이트를 타나 고노만이 맞다 란데브 하나 고토라니 가라나 사리게 나한테 가람이 한 순간 달아달아 시작돼.
It is currently 2:33 p.m. and I'm sitting here trying to record a Minecraft video. Life's going great. What do I even say about this? Let me just. Sorry if you can hear any noise in the background, right? Cat. The cat's being a cat. I generally don't know what to say about that. She's just being a cat, doing what a cat does, being assholes and just making noise at the worst possible times. That is trippy. Makes me feel like I'm on bedrock. Yo. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna explain what I'm playing. If you want me to, that's kind of up to you to ask me. Then I'll explain it. Well, next time I play, I guess. How do I even? What was I even gonna talk about? I don't even remember. What are my shaders? I just realized that. Complimentary. Oh, the disabled. Never mind. Originally I was gonna say like something stupid or something like entertaining, but then I realized I really just don't feel it. To explain why I've taken so long to upload, there is no reason behind it. I'll be so honest. I just didn't feel like uploading. I was like, what do I upload? Like, who's gonna watch it? So on and so forth. Like, what's the point? So I was like, okay, I just want to upload then. Then I tried applying for a bunch of other jobs, and then I remembered, oh right, I can't get a job anymore. And it's still like, I done something. I haven't done anything. I just can't get a job for whatever reason. I've applied to so many places. I'm gonna have my what's it called? My FPS on, so I can see how bad my PC is. And it's covered by my effects. That's amazing. Anyways, what was I saying? Right. I realized how bummed I am because I can't get a job. And I thought, oh, maybe I just have like lesser than average skills, and yeah, that would be the case. But I also don't know what else.
Huh? Who's there? Oh, it's you. Finally. You've been taking your time, haven't you? I'm Noah,
Voice acting.
sorcerer and alchemist. At your service. As you know, a new enemy threatens
this
reality.
surprised me. I was not
and
expecting this.
My
This has
help.
like 11,000 downloads, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a
Bring
try.
me tomes
It's
of
a hidden gem on
enchantment
Tersford,
and the
and
necessary
usually Tersford doesn't
materials,
lend me a straight.
and I'll enchant
So I
your
decided to
equipment
try it
and prepare
record it.
concoctions.
I should probably say that this is gonna
Good
be
luck
like a
out
full
there.
video.
Hero.
I genuinely do not intend to do anything sensible. This looks like copper armor. This is leather. Why does it look like copper? I don't. Oh, you know what? That's not bad. I keep forgetting how Minecraft animation actually looks. I'm so used to Epic Fight. I think I might be brain rot with Epic Fight. And that's like a good kind of brain rot because I played it too much. Anyways, what was I saying again? Right. I can't get a job to save my life at the moment, and it would be best for me to try and enjoy myself with a YouTube channel. Stream a little bit, link to the stream, the link to my Twitch in the
Well,
description.
what do we have here? The only thing I couldn't track. The legendary hero. I don't know if you've introduced yourself to the others, but I'm Antonio. And I'm dedicated to exploration. I've traveled through every dimension, and I know every... Don't hesitate to ask me if you get lost on your journey.
So you're okay, wait, I'm gonna go off track for it. So you're telling me I just read the entire bio of this mod. That took me like 5 minutes because for some reason I just couldn't concentrate. That might be a me issue. And the NPCs just tell me That's probably something they should like write down in the at the top and say, if you don't feel like reading this and you feel like hearing it by voice, the mod has voice acting and the characters voice act. Huh. I'm okay with this model actually. It's not goonified. It's what a blacksmith woman would look like. Yeah, no, I fuck with this.
I cannot believe it. You're here, the great hero.
I think her voice is too high pitched, but that's not her
I'm
fault.
Anna, and this is my forge. Here I will craft you the best equipment you can ever imagine. And if you need to repair or upgrade something, just bring it to me along with the Have a great adventure and the best of luck, hero. You're...
Yeah, no. I'm not a fan of that voice. It's too high pitched in my opinion for the way she looks and her scenery, outfit, etc., etc. I don't think that super high pitched voice is the go-to. But who am I to tell them anything? I'm just some random black guy who's playing the fucking mod pack, which actually looks amazing. Like the builder who done this, props my guy. Like you cooked. I might have to explore this entire thing, you know. Soul Sand. I feel like I was gonna say core stir, but that's already core stir. Yeah, no, Soul Sand would be the right pick here. Why am I trying to critique this? I don't build. I don't have creativity. I'm not creative enough to build. What am I saying? Let me talk to this last person, and then I'll continue my rants.
Who are you? A hero? I've never met a hero before, but I guess you're the one I have to guide. My name is Oriana. I am in charge of the balance and natural order, as well as the creatures that inhabit the universe. Speak to me again, and I will reveal more about these creatures.
Okay. Alright, so yes, I can't get a job. I literally cannot get a job. Like, I've applied to hundreds of jobs and I have not been able to get a single one. The only one that accepted me was at a Burger King in my area, and the only reason that this Burger King accepted me was because I found out a friend of mine, I found out a friend of mine actually works there unknowingly, and I applied, and then I spoke to the manager, and the manager said, yeah, no, you seem promising, and yeah, you're trying to help out your mum, which is understandable, because my mum is the only one who actually has a job now, so it's a work. So I said, yeah, I'll get a job as fast as possible, which was 16, me in the middle of college. Fast forward to the 4th of January, I got kicked off, I got fired, and I did, the reason I assumed was because I left my shift early on accident. Because up until then, this is gonna sound very silly, right? People who have a job are gonna be like, "Oh, you should have known what time you should have known this, you should have known that, so on and so forth." But the premise is, I didn't have a what's it called? Oh my god, my English, please. Let me stop trying to. Why am I trying to? I feel like I'm trying to lie about it, but there's nothing to lie about, and I'll confirm it with emails and so on if I need to, for whatever reason, if I feel insecure enough to use my words. So what happened was, I don't want to cover it. So what happened was, I had one of those meetings where you've been at the place for 4 months max, and then they decide if they want to keep you or not. I don't remember what the type of meeting is called. I don't feel like searching it up. I had that meeting, and I just, after that, I thought my shift ended, only for me to go back and see my shift does not end. Actually, my shift ends in I think it was 30 minutes or an hour. So I clocked out and I left, and nobody stopped me. And the reason why this is an issue, to me at least, is because every single day I've had a shift up until then for the past 4 months, I have never remembered what time I clock off, and I've had to be forcefully told that, how long have you been here for? Oh, I have no idea, I've been here since 9, and then they said, oh, well, your shift is ending now, so clock off. I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes I even asked if I could have overtime, not knowing that overtime is like a special thing. I just asked for overtime because I was enjoying myself at work and I was really loving it and I wanted to continue. Only for me to find out that, I don't have teamwork, I bring down the mood, what else? I don't follow instructions and I don't follow protocol. That protocol one really, like, I don't want to sound like I'm just using Family Guy terms, but the best term for it is it really, it grinds my gears. I don't want to use that terminology, but that's the best way I can say it. It really annoyed me because I have nothing to do with it. The place is amazing. I have so many jobs as well, like amazing. What was it? Oh, that's sick. Oh, my bad. Minecraft player when you see something actually. Oh, the Overlord. Okay, so my gripe. I'm gonna pause for a little bit because I keep moving on. I keep getting distracted, but I don't really think people care, to be fair, because no many people are watching this, so it doesn't matter. What was it? So I lost my train of thought already. I was talking about why I got fired and the teamwork and stuff, right? Oh right, yeah, the protocol. Yes, this is what happened. It was rush hour, and there was 2 of us on set. 2 of us were in the back, and we were decently new. He was as new as I was, and he was making a complicated burger he's never made before, and it was like a bunch of stuff. And I was doing nothing. Now, I see a rush of orders, and it's small burgers. If you're not familiar with Burger King, right? There's a small burger called a melt, which is a slice of the bottom bun, a patty, some sauce, and the top bun, and that's it. So I immediately thought, okay, let me make 4 of these at once because I had 4 orders for them. So I was making 4 at once. Then my manager comes out from her office. Bear in mind, before that she was on her phone. She comes out from her office and she throws away 2 of my buns. I look at her obviously confused and baffled at why she just done this. She says, oh, you're making 4 at once, you're only allowed to make 3 at once. I said, you're only allowed to make 2 at once. I said, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I won't let that one happen again. Excuse me, but why are you throwing away produce instead of you just helping me? So then it becomes 2, and we're both doing 2, and we can get this done, and the customer can have their food, and then we don't have to waste the money. It doesn't matter that, oh, it's a corporation, they have a bunch of money. They have a bunch of different locations. They're not gonna give you money just because you ran out. If I remember correctly, I got told this by one of the managers, they have a set amount of money every month, and that money will cover everything. The pay that all the employers receive, the pays for any repairs and so on, and the food and the produce. Why would you throw it away? And I don't know if this is the first time she's done this or something like that, but I just don't think that makes sense. Like, why? And then you put that as, you know, following protocol. Like, yes, I understand that. I technically didn't, but maybe I'm just too young. I'm only 18. I was 16 at the time, but maybe I'm just too young. Maybe I don't know. After that, I was 16 as I said, and in the middle of college. Since then, I have not been able to land a single job in the entirety of my town. I have applied to several jobs. I have not had a single interview. The only interview I had was before I started working at Burger King, and that was for Wendy's. I failed the interview because I didn't know the Wendy's what's it called? I was unfamiliar with the Wendy's what's the word? Slogan. Yes, I was unfamiliar with the slogan, and I, for some reason, thought, oh, if a customer had their food get cold because they waited too long, like they had their food and they waited for too long to eat it, I said, oh, I would ask them, would they like me to get them a new batch or heat it up? Because some food can taste different and feel different when you heat it, and some people may prefer it like that. She said, no, that's not the right answer, sorry. And then I got an email 2 days after that I wasn't accepted for it, which is fine. That wasn't, let me even, hold on, I need to check that. That was 2024. 2024 is the same year that, it is the same year that I had my first interview for a job. Oh, my cat's ripped my cat. Amazing. I am not in the mood to deal with this cat. I'll be back in a second. Hold on. Just give me a second. I am back. I sent my cat away to a far, far away land. I know what this does already. I know to use it. I sent her into my little brother's room. Well, technically my room, but I prefer to sleep in the living room on the couch, so it doesn't matter. Okay, back to what I was saying. 2024 is when I got my first job and had my first interview. 2020, that was, okay, to be more specific, October 2024, that's when I got hired to Burger King. January, the first week of January, the 4th, I got fired. I got fired within the same day, by the way, like email and everything. No prior notice, no nothing. I think that's just ridiculous. Why in God's name can they just fire you on the same day without warning? But if I want to leave and quit work, I have to give you like 2 weeks notice. That just doesn't seem fair. I don't know. Back to what I was talking about. For the fact that I've not been able to seek a job for so long, I went into Universal Credit. For those who don't live in the UK, Universal Credit is when you are an adult, you can't find a job, so the government gives you money every month, but you're required to attend a meeting every couple weeks, and you need to talk and see how your job search is going. And you visibly need to apply to jobs. If you're not applying to jobs and not showing proof that you're applying to jobs, you cannot progress, and they'll stop your money. They'll stop the money from coming into your account, and they'll end the program for you. Even I've been going to this for months. They help you find jobs, by the way. Like, they suggest you places, apprenticeships, so on and so forth. And I still haven't been able to find one. Not to mention, I got kicked out of college around a little bit after I got fired. And by kicked out of college, I mean, I finished the first year of my level 3. So how college? I'm just going to put it now. I'm wasting too much time. Well, I say wasting too much time. Okay, so how colleges work in the UK is you start a level 1 course, or if you have really good grades on your GCSEs, like some people, unlike me, you can go to a level 2 or a level 3. Level 3 is like the final stage. Okay, I don't know why my game's broken, so I'm just gonna pause that. I had good enough grades to start at level 2, thankfully, so I started a level 2 course about 2024. I finished, that course was a year, I finished it, I passed, and then I went on to a level 3 course. I'm not going to say the specifics of the course because I don't care. I did the first year of the level 3 course with a few struggles, obviously, because the difference between level 2 and level 3 is decently high in terms of quality and how serious you have to be and your expectations. I failed to meet those expectations, and so I was let off the course after the first year. So I did not get a diploma or degree, whatever, for the year for the level 3. And I think you can imagine the toll that has on you when you realize you're kind of worthless because you can't get a job, you can't stay in college, so on and so forth. You can't learn. So life is just not throwing you a bone at the moment. Life is kind of throwing you to the side. But I don't really mind. The main issue is money. because I'm living in a house where money is very important, and because it's only my mum supporting 3 of her kids. I'm sure you can see how hard that is. Anyways, the point of the okay, can the game? Yeah, thank you. I would have liked it if you gave me the full damage, but okay. I'm gonna just wait for a second, trying to finish this. What I'm talking about. I'm sure you can imagine the toll it has on you over time to just remember over and over that you failed and that you can't go back. For those who don't know as well, college is free when you're 16 to 18. Once you hit 18 and you're about to hit 19, college is no longer free and you have to pay hundreds of pounds. Maybe actually thousands of pounds, because that enables you to get a job, so you can definitely pay it back. Even some friends who have finished their courses and finished their college courses and are in university still can't find jobs. Some have, some haven't. Some have gotten lucky through connections, some haven't. Like me, I'm very unlucky. I have no connections. I don't. I get told by friends that I have too many friends, and by that they mean whenever we go outside, there's always someone I see that I know, and I say hi to them, or I black them. What is that? What is that? Jesus, okay, this is gonna be one of those. And my frames are dropping, probably because I'm recording and listening to music at the same time, but it doesn't matter. So the premise of it is, I'm absolutely worthless at the moment and can't do anything with life. So I'm kind of stumped. And I thought, oh, you know what, I'm playing a bunch of games, let me record that. Let me record that and post it, you know, edit it, make it like decent entertaining for people to watch and gain some sort of money out of it, you know. It's been the dream since I was 10 with my best friend at the time that we both do YouTube, but he's obviously let that dream go and he's more going on creating games, which is very respectable, and I support him on that, and I would love to test it for him, but I doubt I'll be able to. I'm not really competent for stuff like that. Anyways, back to what I was saying. It takes a toll on the mental, I'll be very honest, and it's kind of just lingering with me. I don't really know what to do. People keep telling me things to do, but those things just don't work. I really don't know. I'm really thinking I'm thinking a lot of things I shouldn't be thinking, things I would get scolded for and severely punished for speaking. It would be very bad. I can't even say what I was. Okay, hold on. Is that a skeleton villager? The frames are probably really, oh my god, it is. It's a pillager. It's a skeleton pillager, not villager. Okay. The frames are probably horrible for you guys, but it'll fix itself eventually, I think. You know what? I'm just gonna turn off the shaders. I don't think I need to have these on. I think that should have been my first sign. Okay, back to what I was saying. Right. You think a lot of things you shouldn't be thinking of, and if you know me, or if you're in a similar boat as me, you should know that these things are very bad. You should never do these. I would never encourage these to anyone. I specifically tell people to avoid these as much as possible because they're no good. I just don't know. I'm just clueless. I'm just being a child. I'm a child trying to live in the woes of. I'm a child trying to fill in the shoes of a man, and it's not working out at all. I'm pretty sure some people who watch this video are gonna be like, oh, why is he talking about all this? Nobody cares. I just think it's something to speak about because, for one, this is obviously very unhealthy. I have spent 7 years of my life without shedding a single emotional tear to kind of, you know, man, Oh Jesus! No! 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 Oh yeah, I'm. Oh whoa! That is incredible amounts of lag. Like it is phenomenal. I may have to scrap this and play something else. Yeah, I'm scrapping this. I'm gonna play something else. Just give me a bit. This is it, chat. Turn that down. This is it. This is the one game that I can truly trust when I really wanna log out of life. What was I saying before? Right, I was blazing too much, and I don't know what to do in life yet. I thought maybe starting like a hobby to, you know, I don't know if I like my speech and like feel vibe, whatever, you know, Kingsman vibes is all like sad and like toned down. Well, Kirby's completely opposite. Well, that's the other man, I guess. Either he becomes a big brooding Sigma, or he becomes a fanboy. Duality of a man. What was I saying before? I forgot. Right. I just don't know what to do. I'll be honest. I keep saying the same things. I keep forgetting. I keep talking about Necaelum and Tecto because I'm a glazer and I have nothing else to do. And I don't know what to say. Oh, I love this ability so much. I know the entire moveset by head. I know the entire moveset by memory. Is that glaze? Yes. Do I care? No. I think a dream of mine is to play this game in multiplayer with like a bunch of friends. But the only issue is I don't actually own the game. None of my friends who own a Nintendo Switch own the game. And if they do own a Nintendo Switch with this game, I'm not close enough to them to where I can make such a request. Also because I don't talk to any of my friends anymore. I kinda outcast myself because if it's not obvious on my Twitch profile already, I like being by myself. As depressing as it sounds, I just like solitude. If someone put me in a completely white room with my computer to play games on, and I didn't have social media, I would survive. I forgot what the jump button is. I would survive so well because I just don't really like talking to people. I talk to people when I have to, when I should kill people. Even thinking about it. I just usually don't like talking because I think it's a hassle. And if you're wondering, no, I don't have a girlfriend because, or boyfriend. Well, I'm not gay or bisexual, whatever, bi-curious, so on and so forth. I just said that because I thought it would be funny. Because you want me to risk my ability just for that star? No. What was I saying? Right. I don't have a partner, obviously, because 1, I'm scared. 2, I'm gonna ask whoever's like older than me. Oh shit. It's so techy and it's actually. Runs golden. Runs is guaranteed to win. What's the new Mac? Mecha Tornado. Oh, he shoots. Absolutely. I haven't used this during the first Kirby game. The first few. I played a bunch of games for a while. But you know, So what else was I saying? Right. I'm gonna ask each and all the people on some advice. As I've progressed in life, I've noticed something. I haven't had a crush before. And I thought, oh, what's going on? And this was like when I was younger, when crushes happened. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm just like a late bloomer or whatever, you know, that exists. So I put it off for years until recently, like a year ago or so, where someone was like, no, a friend of mine, this was my ex, right? One of my exes. Bear in mind, I mainly dated these people solely for the fact that I was asked by them, and I felt bad saying no, because whenever I was asked, it would be like we'd have a sensual, personal conversation, and then all they did, they'd ask me, and then I'd be like, oh, I have to say yes now, because we just spoke about this, and why would I just say no after? So I did say yes to it, and although I didn't like it, I had to. Well, no, some of them I did like, they were fine. I was just kind of really shitty because I don't. This sounds like really main charactery, but sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing with the people, I guess. And I think some of them noticed that I fake my attitude and personality for a bunch of different people. I think that pissed some of them off. Some of them I still speak to them to this day, and they're good friends of mine because one of them is like fully into women now. So go me, I have to discover her sexual orientation that she's only into women. But shit. What was I saying before that? Right. I just can't seem to grasp the whole thing of, oh, you love this person. I just can't grasp it on a personal level. I can grasp it as a concept, yes, because I decided to study it. I love that they added special animations for this. It's amazing. This is my comfort game. I think this would be like one of those games. I say that after I just said how I'm setting myself up for this one. I'm doing it on purpose. Sexual orientation that she only which is dope. And I don't take offense to it because I'm like so real. I am not attractive, like, bro. I'm chopped. So the fact that they even wanted to date me was baffling. But that was in like year 11, and it's been like 5, maybe 4 years. Who knows? What was I doing with this? Right. I dated these people because they asked me if I felt bad if I said no. So I proceeded to say yes and date them for a while. The longest lasted a month, and we broke up because she got bored and she went ahead to go tell her parents that I forced her to do things she didn't want to do of a certain nature. So they thought I forced myself on my daughter, which is not the case. I am a consent demon. If I don't have consent, I don't do anything. I just sit there. I don't do the whole signals thing. I should do anything. If you're a you should just tell them what to do, rather than have you tell signals by biting my ear or whatever. Anyways, the point is, besides that, I can get into a different kind of problems too. The point is, I don't understand it, and on a personal level, on how it's done. I can understand how it happens. I just can't understand how it's felt. Again, I've studied it for a while. Like I've done research on it. I just can't replicate the research. I can't put it into practice. Shit. I genuinely just can't put it into practice, which is an issue again. But it is what it is, you know, life is life. You don't necessarily need a partner. It's just something nice to have. It's like having 120 frames on the game. You don't need it, it's just good to have. I mean, for some games, 100%. I'd love to have 120 frames on this game. Unfortunately, it's locked at 60. Because, you know, love you, Nintendo. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. The creation of I love Sakurai. Sakurai is the only one I love in the entire team. All the rest of you are buns. You guys don't do jack. It's annoying. Actually put effort in your games and don't let Sakurai carry you. I mean, I say that, but Naruto, I said Naruto, but Mario is like the highest numbers. Doesn't matter. Can't be Irad, it's fine. My PC my PC is over a decade old, which is why I struggle with a bunch of the games I try. Which is why I can't. So it is a shame, but that's fine. Back to what I was saying. Right, so I can't replicate the feelings, which is a shame, and it makes me feel because they did just kind of open their heart to me and tell me how much they love me, and then next thing I know, I'm like, yeah, no, I love you too, but I don't actually, because I can't. I physically can't, and it just doesn't work. It's like, I like to call it an erectile dysfunction for your heart, I guess. I don't know. Maybe something's fucked up. Maybe I done something in my youth. And I'm unaware of it. Keeping them on type shit. Who knows? I don't intend to my better hit on like yeah, who knows? And I don't think I intend to know. If for whatever reason Tectone and Necaelum watch this, Necaelum, don't say a word to me, brother. Don't say a word to me. Don't go flaming me, please. Don't. I'd what's it called? I've never actually used this word before, but if I saw it in a video, if I was watching the Necaelum video and he like outrightly flames me for this video, I'd probably break it and but that's no, okay, no, I wouldn't end it over someone else's opinion on me. That's devious. Whoa, that's like ego behavior. Excuse me. Oh my god. I mean, I'd probably like shed a few tears, but that's about it. Because it's like, why am I saying this, bro? He's like in my age range. He's like 19. He's a year older than me. Oh my god, I'm cooked. I was just about to say, I look up to this nigga a little bit. I'm looking up to a nigga who's 1 year older than me. Who could have been my friend in college. That's wild. I need to log in. What else was I gonna say? There's no chance in hell that Tectone watches this video because, you know, he's hit mill, he's super busy with Sophia, with Mango, and so on and so forth, and with all the multitude of dramas he's missed over the time he's been away, so he needs to catch up. Some I didn't even know about because I didn't care enough. I'm unemployed, but I'm not unemployed enough to where I need all of that, so it is what it is. What was I gonna say? Talked about the fact that I don't feel it and it's an issue. What else did I need to talk about? Yeah, no, I have no idea. Some stuff I probably delete by the video. I don't really know how to make this game entertaining. I've played it many times, well, twice. I played the first. No, yeah, this is the third time. I played the original on the Nintendo Switch recently. Because fucking the Nintendo Switch is ridiculous. So I played it. I love it. So I have to go get LA to Switch and get the new version and see how that fares. I have to say, it is honestly better. It's, for once, I can say the remake is regardless no, the remake is actually better. The game is polished. Everything looks nice. It doesn't look like cheese. I love Kirby's new eyes. Kirby's new eyes. For those that don't know, okay. If you've noticed already from the video, Kirby's eyes have like a galaxy feel to them. If you look closely. And his eyes don't usually look like that. They're usually just blue. So I like the little details they added to it to make it look more nice. I'll end the video after this area. After I finish this level, I'll call that it. If this video does well, it's fine. If it doesn't do well, it's also fine because you know it's YouTube. It's luck-based and consistency. And the reason it's consistency is because it's the same way luck-based. You just need to keep doing it, because your chances of getting a really, really small amount of tries. That's just how gambling is. Especially if you play Roblox, you know that if you want to get something, is to have multiple tries. If it's a drop shot, just have to do the event multiple times, multiple accounts for the event, and next thing you know, you have it. What's the opposite side? What else was I saying? I need to make sure I'm not just glazing tips on Necaelum this whole time. I still find that crazy. I almost said I look up to a man while the man is a year older than me. Is that not crazy? That's just yeah, anyways, I don't know. Hopefully this reaches out to someone who's older than me and has like experience and like give advice on what's going on. Some of my friends have tried to say, "Oh, are you sure you're not gay?" Yes, Brady, I'm sure I don't like dingling. Okay, I haven't tried, but I've checked. I've checked. I most certainly don't. If I did, that'd probably make life so much easier, because then I could be in a group that panders towards it, and I could be like, oh, I'm a gay black boy who's trying to make a YouTube, I'd make a photo really fast, you know. But unfortunately, I'm not one of those. I don't encourage that for myself. I'm also like really old school. By that I mean, I don't know if anyone who's in my age range can agree, like can relate to this, but back in the day, like 2017 or whatever, when you used to use the word gay, you're referring to something bad. So you're like, oh, that's gay, you're like, oh, that's bad. Oh, you're gay, oh, you're bad, or whatever you've done is stupid, it's not bad, or it's just straight up gay. Between the two, depends on the context of the situation, I guess. But that's kind of how it was. And I only found out recently that, oh, you can't use that anymore. I'm like, what? It's like a whole thing, though. Like, it was a whole thing for years. And now it's just gone. Is that how people who did... Is that how, like, niggas felt? Well, not niggas, essentially. Because you understand why I said that in a second. Is that how white people felt when they had to give up racism? They're just like, we've been doing this for centuries, but we just now. I have to admit, some niggas deserve to be slaves again, bro. With the shit some people be doing, some of them really need to go back, but... Okay, if you're watching this, then I'm definitely like, okay, no, I've definitely cut out what I said. Like, holy, okay, no, I can't even. I said something about slaves, and some of them need to go back, or whatever. Whoa, really, I can tell you about people that, calm down. I don't know, I'm trying to think, how would I even make this entertaining at this point? I mean, the only entertaining part is the gameplay, me sucking at the gameplay, that's about it. There's nothing more to it. The game's just like central. It's a comfort game. It's like the game you play on your couch with your friends or your spouse. I'll probably play Cult of the Lamb tomorrow if I record again. Because I do have to do a stream with a bunch of different people, I think, with on Among Us. seriously, I'm too broke to own this, and I never actually bought it. So I'm gonna have to emulate it on a phone emulator. Because why would I download a game on my phone only to be in the VC and stream it? Okay, how would I stream it? How would I stream a game on my phone, on Twitch, on my phone? I'm not doing that. It's horrible. My phone's horrid. My phone's not going to be able to run that. So I'll just stream it from the emulator and it'll be fine. I think I've kind of just spoken everything and then put all my cards in the basket. So anytime I have ops, they kind of know where to go. And I said ops, Jesus Christ. Anytime I have like people who just like me, they can just go back to these clips and be like, oh, you said this, you said that, which implies you did this and did this. People on the internet can just be so disappointing sometimes. I don't know. I was expecting better from some people, but sometimes it's just like, Brody, get a life, like, please. Can I get a number 1 for my sadness? Amazing. This made me feel 0.1% better. Either way, it's 4:02 a.m. in the morning. Mother will be home in about a couple of hours. I'm going to head on to bed. Oh, the coffee room, amazing. I'm gonna head on to bed. I can't even. Can I know? Oh, I can. They changed it. So it is different. Okay. Because I'm doing this because amazing. I forgot. Yeah, no, good night. I'm dying. Clearly. Hope everyone has a good night. Whatever. I hope everyone's chilling. Everyone's fine. I hope your families are fine. I hope your partners are fine. So on and so forth. And hope everyone has a good night, day, evening, whenever you watch this. I don't know. This is gonna be so hard to edit. Good God.